Hey everybody, Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey, and in this video I've got a really quick drill that's going to help you to work on your face-off setups. Now face-offs are a little bit unique in hockey because it's one of the few situations where you're actually going to use set plays. So whether it's in the defensive zone or offensive zone, oftentimes there are situations where you want to have a set play to get a quick shot on net or to execute a quick breakout, and your team has to be able to have those nailed down in order to execute it in a critical situation of the game. So let's go ahead and pull up the rink. I'll show you what we've got going on. As you can see in this setup, we're actually using it to practice our defensive zone faceoff. Now, our objective in the defensive zone faceoff is to get a quick transition into a breakout and get up the ice, maybe catch the team flat-footed. And I'm a huge fan of trying to spring some offense out of your defensive zone faceoff. And this is the way I like to do it. This is, as you can see, this is the same setup that we've got in our playbook. So this drill we'll use this drill to help work on our face-off setup from within the playbook. As you can see, this is a little bit different than maybe some teams use, but I like it a lot. As you can see, we've got our centerman here, and then what we've done is we've switched our left D and right D. Now, the label isn't as important as what we want here is a left-handed shot. Okay, so that's why I've put the left D there. And then as you can see, we've moved our right winger over just to the inside shoulder of that right defenseman. Okay, and I'll talk about that in a second, but basically that right defenseman is going to kind of set a legal pick and buy a tiny bit of space, tiny bit of time for this right winger to get through an attack if we lose the face-off. Okay, so that's the objective there, and we'll diagram this out. You'll see exactly how it's working. And then we've got our left winger. We've pulled him out to the side, and he's going to be, hopefully our breakout man if all goes as planned. So how this should look in terms of textbook play is what we're trying to do is win the face-off back into the corner. Let the left defenseman go in, pick it up, and do a hard ring immediately all the way around to this left winger, who, as soon as he sees that we've won the draw, he's pulling over to the boards. Now, I'm not going to get into all the different options, all the different possibilities in this video. If you want to know more about this defensive zone faceoff setup, you can check out our video on defensive zone faceoffs or take a look in the playbook, and I'll put the link in the description of this video. But basically what this drill is this is going to give us some token resistance and let us have just enough pressure to practice this, but not so much pressure that we're not able to break out of the zone. So we want to get our players used to the patterns. So what you're going to do is initially you're going to start this drill with no pressure. So initially, this is going to be kind of a progression. Initially, you're not even going to have any defenders against you. So you're going to start the drill, drop the puck, or the centerman wins it to the corner, defenseman drops in, rings it, winger's coming over to the boards for a chip. The right winger, as soon as the faceoff is dropped, is going through. And if you remember in our video, it's regardless whether you win or lose the draw. Then as he sees that we've won it, then he's going to cut into the neutral zone and be ready to pick up the chip pass wherever that ends up. Centerman's kind of doing the same thing. As soon as he realizes he's won it, he's going to momentarily, kind of set a legal pick for the opposing centerman. Then he's swinging through for support on that winger. So the idea is the puck is going to, go into the corner, quick hard ring. Left wing is going to chip it out either to, depending on where it goes, either the centerman or the weak side winger. The right winger will pick it up, and then hopefully you're off to the races at that point. If you do this right, you'll get a lot of 3-on-2s, possibly 2-on-1s off this face-off setup. As your team gets okay, so you want to do it a couple times with no pressure at all. As your team starts getting the hang of the pattern, then you're going to add token resistance. And you can do this however you want. The way that I like to do it is have your defenders turn their sticks over. So they still have sticks. The centerman still has to go through the motion of winning the face-off, against an opponent with the stick. But since his stick is turned over, he has no blade. So it should be, he should win it most of the time. If he's losing face-offs to a guy with his stick turned upside down, then you've got more problems than just your face-off setup. So anyways, but that's the point. So you're going to let these guys defend, but have their sticks turned over. So the body positioning is still there, but it's just not going to be quite as easy for them to pick off passes and stuff like that. So it's token resistance, it's still pressure, but it's not full-on game pressure. After you've gone through that sequence and the players have got the hang of what the face-off's supposed to be, then do it again. Have the players turn their sticks over properly, drop the puck, and have it be a controlled scrimmage, 5-on-5 within the zone. And then you can let that develop however far you want to. If you want to let it develop into a complete, full-blown, full-ice scrimmage, you can. Or if you want to just let it develop until the puck comes out of the zone, then that's fine too. whatever works for you. It's up to you as a coach, how far you want to let that develop. But that's a face-off sequence that I really like. So start with no pressure, no defenders, then let the defenders come in, but have them turn their sticks over, and then the final phase is just having a full-on 5-on-5 defensive zone face-off with however much of a controlled scrimmage you want to have afterwards. So that's our face-off progression. You can pick up the PDF printout, drill draw, and HockeyShare import files for this drill at weisstechhockey.com.